waves.
Any 28-year-old performer in show business would probably be very content with a career that had already spanned a quarter of a century of those years. But for this young performer, the race to be the best will never be finished.
When you're going 100 miles an hour over the water, it's scary. It's very scary. Because I'm comfortable at 25. You know, I'm cool at 25, but 4 times that, it gets a little hairy. I think it was a big thrill because it's the first time I ever did anything like that. But I doubt something like that could get old because there's a little bit of danger involved. Anytime you have danger involved in something, there's an element of excitement.
Life in the superstar fast lane is nothing new for Donny Osmond, an entertainer who's left a lot of others in his wake. For someone whose ship came in as a child, Donny's only just begun.
You know, when you're on a speedboat, people think you put your life on the line, going that fast, wanting that thrill. But it's kind of, in a way, my way of life, you know, because I always push things to the limit.
But for Donny, taking gambles isn't just reserved for the fun and games part of his life. As one of the famous Osmonds, who has performed since age 5, he has always strived to hit the high notes. Putting aside his microphone, Donny's discovered that a career in business may just add up.
It's a totally new role as far as people's perception. It's all brand new to me and pretty exciting.
Under the legal title of Donny Osmond Entertainment Corporation, he's producing network sports specials and preparing feature film scripts. His boyish face and teeny bopper love songs led many to underestimate his business abilities. Donny's motto, one bad apple won't spoil the bunch.
I think definitely it's helped in the success because I have a track record. And this may sound egotistical, but I think a lot of people trust me. You know, Donny Osmond, they really trust me. And a lot of people have told me that. That's why they invested in the company. I guess I was one of the very first entertainers using his name as a vehicle to raise public monies. And it's been a long, long process. I'm glad I did it. I had a great learning experience, and it's helped me in the business community and in many other facets of the business.
Despite his hectic pace and meeting new challenges, Donny often puts his non-stop commitments on the back burner to devote time to organizations that desperately need a helping hand.
I'm asked to get involved in a lot of charities, charitable events and things like that. And I love to do these kinds of things that help children out. As a matter of fact, we have our own telethon every year. The Osmond Foundation puts on a telethon. We raised $32 million last year. And it just gives you the feeling inside that when you're helping some little kid out, anybody out, kind of like repays the public for all that they've given me.
The #1 priority is his family life, with wife Debbie at his side. Now, of course, she has to share a little of this romance with another of his loves, songwriting and those live performances.
I gotta be on stage, I gotta be performing, because there's I don't know, it may sound cliche-ish, but there's a high that comes with performing. When you're on stage, man, you can do no wrong if you've handled the audience properly. If you got them in the palm of your hand, it's very difficult for me to explain this, but those other entertainers that may be watching can really empathize with this feeling. And that is the fact that you can just do anything with that crowd. You can say anything, you can do anything, and just get away with it. You're king at that point, you know. You can do no wrong.
Just want to give you something to remember me by.
There's reasons of working hard. You know, obviously you want to make money, you know, to enjoy the nice things in life. Loving what I'm doing now, and because I'm doing my own thing, and I've got my head together, got my personal life together, and I'm enjoying the business now. It's not so much work anymore as a lot of fun.
On our next edition, Donny Osmond traces his steps all the way from baby days to stardom. Please join us.
Donny Osmond first reached the pinnacle of success when he was just 15. Now he vows not to quit so that he can win it all over again.
What is your name?
Donny.
Donny?
Yes, sir.
Well, how old are you?
5.
5, and you sing along with your brothers, huh?
Yes, sir.
Do you know, Yes, Sir, That's My Baby?
Yes, mister.
The childhood innocence and perfect manners charmed the world right from the very first appearance with Andy Williams. The winning combination worked for years. It was perfect harmony.
Yes, sir, we declare that she is mighty sweet. Take a look right over there, see her coming down the street. Yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, don't be maybe. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. She's real good looker. Yes.
The only reason, in my opinion, that we were so successful at such an early age is because of the work we went through. You know, we were constantly doing shows wherever they were. I mean, we were traveling all the time. We were living out of suitcases. We were paying our dues, so to speak.
The grueling pace of working on the road was an awesome burden for a 6-year-old. It wasn't long before the crushing weight of the pressure for success threatened to crumble the young boy's existence.
I remember one time, Father's probably watching this, sorry about this. I never told you this. I wrote a letter to my mother when I was on tour, and I bore my soul. I was, 6 years old, 6 or 7 years old. I said, get me home. I was writing it crying. He says, I don't want any part of this. You know, it's too hard. No 7-year-old should be put through this rigorous schedule. I mean, we were doing 3 shows a day, and each show was in a different city, and we'd set up our own equipment. I'd say, Father's being, excuse me, I'm sorry about this, Father. Father's being mean to me and the whole bit. But now that I look back at it, I understand what he was doing. He was teaching me. He was giving me discipline that I depend on now.
Despite his initial reluctance, Donny continued to press on, and with the guidance of his family, his career as the front man of the Osmonds began to gel. It brought with it some of the sweet fruits of success.
One year, I, along with my brothers, sold, I think we had 8 gold albums, or 8 gold records, as including singles, in a period of 1 year. I think I was 14 when that happened. I started to think, oh, I'm pretty hot stuff, though, you know? And all the girls were after me, and I was loving it. Then the Donny and Marie show happened. The ratings were phenomenal. Things really worked out great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donny and Marie.
As the incredible popularity of the show soared, Donny grappled with the challenge that faces all famous people, his public image.
There's a lot of responsibility because what you do on stage, little kids emulate, and the letters that I was getting from things, little things that I'd say, you know? Parents would write in, how dare you say something like that? I started to really get an inferiority complex because of the little things I do. So you have to be careful in a sense, but man, you got to do what you feel is right. You got to be yourself.
Riding high from the success of the Donny and Marie show, he decided it was time to take off to New York to establish his solo career, starring in a new Broadway show, Little Johnny Jones. But the big city critics had harsh words for the country boy from Utah. When the show closed the day after it opened, Donny felt as if his career had closed down also.
I took those the reviews literally and destroyed my confidence in a way. And I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, man. It was really that bad. For years, probably 2 or 3 years after that, it was such a sore spot in me that I could not talk about it. I grew my beard, the whole bit, just kind of like hiding. Just trying to hide something, you know. Then I started to realize and look at other people's careers. Hey, people make mistakes, man. You know, people build from their mistakes.
Having done just that, Donny has now rebuilt his career with his own company and the signing of a new deal for an upcoming album. Knowing you can never guess the future, Donny says he's faced tough obstacles and withstood the test of time.
I wanted to quit, but thank goodness I didn't, because I kind of feel that my biggest success is yet to come. You know, there's always a chance that this new album of mine isn't going to make it. But I'm not going to let it bother me because I'm going to persevere, you know.
Proving winners never quit.